Your reign of fire ends here.
Bold words, but you cannot escape destiny.
Bows to will.
The Galactic Council's chamber was vast, a colossal dome that seemed to stretch beyond the limits of perception. Alien delegates from hundreds of worlds floated or hovered in their natural forms, their luminescent eyes flicking over the holographic displays detailing Earth's recent military advancements. The room hummed with a tense energy that could have cut steel. Every member of the council had one thought in common. Earth had crossed a line. Earth has violated the Codex of Interstellar Combat, intoned Supreme Arbiter Veklar, his six-winged form pulsating with indignant light. Your recent deployment of tactical maneuvers in the orbit of Xylar Prime is not only unprovoked but illegal. This is a breach of the laws that govern every member of this council. Humans had come prepared for diplomacy, but not for this scale of accusation. Ambassador Alara Jensen, representing Earth, stepped forward. Her uniform was starkly simple compared to the flowing, shape-shifting attires of the council members. She raised her hands, palms outward, in a gesture meant to convey calm. With all due respect, Arbiter Veklar, she began, her voice steady, Earth has not violated any law. We acted in accordance with the principle of survival. A ripple of alien whispers echoed through the chamber, a sound like wind over frozen metal. One of the counselors, a gelatinous being named Thrylock, jiggled nervously. Survival? You deliberately destroyed the automated defense arrays of the Korvathi fleet without warning. That is not survival. That is preemptive aggression. Alara's eyes narrowed, but she did not falter. Korvathi fleets are not what you think. They had deployed cloaked strike vessels that would have decimated Earth's orbital stations and civilian populations. We had intelligence verified by multiple independent sources that a full-scale invasion was imminent. We neutralized the threat with the minimum force necessary to protect our people. The chamber erupted in chaos. Wings flared, tentacles waved, and voices that sounded like low-frequency earthquakes rumbled as the council members debated loudly. The human delegates remained calm. Finally, Supreme Arbiter Veklar demanded silence. Your reasoning is irrelevant, he said, his voice cutting through the noise. The Codex does not permit unilateral judgments of threat. Every member of the council is bound to report hostile action through official channels. You bypassed these protocols. This cannot be ignored. Alara took a step forward, her boots echoing against the metallic floor. She reached into her satchel and withdrew a small device, projecting a holographic timeline of every Korvathi maneuver against Earth. Each strike, each sabotage attempt, each covert incursion flashed in vivid colors above the council floor. These actions were not hypothetical. They were attacks, targeted at our cities, our civilians, our infrastructure. We did not start this war. Our enemies did. And yet we approached the council in good faith, providing all available data. Every calculated response was designed to save lives, not end it. A murmur of acknowledgement ran through some of the younger delegates, but the older, more rigid counselors shook their heads. Still, said Veklar, you acted outside the rules. You escalated a situation that could have been resolved diplomatically. How can we trust humans to abide by interstellar law if they believe they are exempt? At that moment, a human stepped forward from the delegation, a soldier, not a diplomat. His uniform was scarred, his face weathered, but his eyes held a steady, almost reckless confidence. That's exactly why we prepared, he said, smiling faintly. The chamber went silent. All eyes turned to him. His tone was calm, but the weight behind his words was undeniable. Veklar's eyes narrowed. Explain. The soldier gestured to the holographic display, showing a detailed simulation of Earth's defense networks. We know we're smaller than some of your empires. We know we can't match fleets ship for ship or soldier for soldier. That's why we don't rely on diplomacy alone. That's why we train, why we innovate, why we anticipate. Every weapon, every tactic, every move is designed to save lives, even if it seems aggressive to you. We don't start wars, we survive them. A long pause followed. The counselors whispered among themselves, their bioluminescent bodies dimming in thought. Slowly, Arbiter Veklar's wings lowered. Perhaps there is wisdom in your preparation, he admitted, his tone grudging but contemplative. Perhaps survival requires flexibility we have underestimated in humans. Alara nodded, her expression calm but triumphant. We did not seek war. We only seek to live and to defend our people with whatever means necessary. If that seems like rule-breaking to you, remember, the rules are meant to protect life, not to end it. For the first time in centuries, the chamber fell into a quiet respect. The council debated, yes, but now with a new understanding. Earth had acted decisively, prepared for the worst, yet always with a principle: survival, not conquest. And as the humans left the chamber that day, a subtle shift had taken place. Across the galaxy, in the records of the council, one line would forever mark humanity's philosophy: